But we're gonna keep it going here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the title track off the album. You already know me. The title track needs to be the best one off the record, because if it's not, it sets the tone for the rest of the album. Because why would you name your album after a bad track? You know, that's just me, in my opinion. You know, the title one has to be good. It has to be the best, if not, if I may say. But you know, you could have singles that could be the best one, but if it's the title track, it needs to be the best one. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what this one has to bring. It's the Sleep Tokens title track off the new album, Even in Arcadia. So we better get some doomy vibes on this one. We better get some blast beats. Because we kind of heard, I feel like we've heard enough of the pop scene. Give me the deep tones, boys. Give me what I want. Your piano melody.
Come now, swing wide those gates, 'cause I have paid my penance kindly, waiting time for judgment day. Somehow I knew my fate. Turns out the gods we thought were dying were just sharpening their blades. Have you been waiting long for me? I am the final dawn. I am the flood.
A lot of subtle ones.
What was missing from those scriptures will be written in my blood.
There's been a lot of subtle tracks on this album.
Deep down into the mud. What good is all this talk of wings when there is nothing left above? Have you been waiting long for me? Have you been waiting long? No matter how we feel, we
Cinematic on this.
sympathize for one another. A few idiots to kill. No matter what is real, it seems that even in Arcadia you walk beside me still. Have you been waiting long
See, they do a good job at atmosphere, though.
for me?
They do a good job of like making stuff feel big, if that makes sense.
Have you been waiting
Ooh,
for me?
is that Vessel? What was that guttural scream? I'm not gonna lie, I like that. Brought that anger, brought that aggression. Ooh, I hope we hear more of that. We're getting the violin elements as well. Is Eminence gonna make a feature? We got violin core action. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, that one was a bit better. That one was a bit better. I mean, it was, it's still subtle. It was still subtle, but it was like it was brought the energy a little bit. It brought the atmosphere a little bit, like I said. But it brought like made it feel open and made it feel powerful, made it feel impactful when they were doing like the echoes and like the build ups and like the when they did the last chorus come around. It felt bigger, it felt impactful, which is a little bit better. But I like, I like me some piano. I like me some subtle classical stuff in there as well. Just amplifying the emotional bits here and there. But it is good nonetheless. Like I said. But it's a very, like I said, a lot of subtle tracks on this album. It feels like this one feels like I feel like if they're going to a concert and they're gonna play nothing but these songs. I mean, some songs will give hype. Some songs will amplify the crowd a little bit, but I feel like most of these songs are just gonna make the people stand there. I feel like they're just gonna just watch them, in a way that you typically wouldn't do in a metal concert, I would say. But especially when they're headlining big festivals and stuff like that, you want to get around, you want to have that energy, you have that built up energy that you just want to, you want to go to these festivals to be in the pits, to smack around and jump around and stuff like that. And if you go and see these guys, I feel like they're not going to do that. I feel like all these the fans it's going to be hard to do that. I mean, you can do it when the deep tones come around, but I feel like when it's just more of these subtle tracks, I don't know if the crowd's gonna like that. I don't know. That's just me, in my opinion. But they do have a fan base. They do have people who like them and they like this particular stuff. So I don't know. I could be wrong, but to me in a live setting with watching these guys, I don't know. It could feel kind of boring to me, to be honestly. But either way, it is what it is. If you like them, all power to you. But to me personally, when I go to a concert, I want to get energetic. I want to get excited. I want to get the crowd. I want to be with the crowd, not in the crowd, because I'll die if I go in there. But just like to be in the moment, embrace the atmosphere of everyone's energy and stuff like that. And just to watch the band on stage and match their energy. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. But